Hello there, welcome back to the video. In this video, we are going to make this dashboard from scratch. This dashboard is basically about the Materian Camera Company and their sales analysis. So we are going to do the entire sales analysis and make this dashboard from scratch. In this dashboard, this is the overview page and we can see here that I have added total gross sales, total net sales, total cost and total profit as KPI in cards. I've also added some monthly trends from net sales and profits, net sales by country, and we are also having net sales by buyer type. I've calculated return on sales by buyer type and also by discount band. Here, as you can see, I've added the filters, and in the detail view, if you go, you can see the product analysis, the trend of the sales of those products monthly, and also the profit generated by each of the product. And here I have added a decomposition tree wherein I am showing the number of units sold on the basis of weekday or weekend. So if I am clicking on weekday, I am getting this entire days from Monday to Friday. And if I am clicking on weekend, I am getting only Sundays and Saturdays. And if I am also clicking on Sundays, you can see the distribution of the product which are sold on that particular day. So we can do analysis by using this decomposition tree as well. So let's jump to the data set and see how the data set is and learn something about from the data set. This is the data set which we will be using in the dashboard to build the report, and I will also provide a link for this data set in the description as well. So in this data set, we can see that we are having a date. Next, we are having a quarter column. Next, we are having a buyer type. In buyer type, we have different buyer types. Next, we have the country, the product name. Next is the discount band. So we are having different discount bands, low, medium, and high. After which we have the units sold. So how many units were sold? And then we have the unit price of the product. And this is the sales price of the product. Next we have the gross sales, which will be just units sold into sales price, which will come to gross sales, and we are giving some discount, and after discount the gross sales becomes net sales. And we are having the total cost of the product and the profit generated for that particular product. Let's also see different data set if there is any error or some other values in the column. So in date there is none. In quarter we are only having the quarters. In buyer type we are having these many buyer types. In country we are having these many countries. In product we are having this 6 products. In discount band we have high, low, medium and none. Next we have the units sold. So here also I don't see any NA or blank or null. Next we have the unit price. So these are the unit prices. Next the sales price. Again no blanks or null. Next we have the gross sales. So this is the gross sales. Again we don't have any blanks or null. This is the discount. So discount also there's no blank or null. In net sales, again there is no blank or null. In cost as well, there is no blank or null. And lastly we have the profit. Here also there are no blanks or null. So our data is perfectly fine. We just have to load the data, do some transformations with the data type, and then we can start making the dashboard. And in the Excel file, you will also have this calendar table wherein we are having the dates and the different parameters for those dates. You can also import this calendar table as well. So let's jump to a blank Power BI desktop report. So this is the blank Power BI desktop report, and let's import the data set now. I will click on Excel workbook as this file is Excel, and I will click on open. Now it is establishing connection with the file, and it is showing us three tables or three sheets, we can say. First one is the calendar and the last one is the data set which we will be working on. So I'm only selecting these two, and I will go to transform data and check whether if the data types for each of the column are correct or not. So that I will check over here. So here we are having date as the data type for date, text data type for quarter, text data type for buyer type, again text data type for country. So for numbers as well, we are having this decimal. Again, numbers for the number as well. The data type is correct. Okay, let's move to the other table, the calendar table. Here also this is date type, and others are numbers where it should be number and text where it should be text. Now let's close and apply. So after closing and apply, it will load both the tables here. So the table has been loaded now. So this is our table, and this is the calendar table. Now let's get started making the visuals. First of all, I will do some formatting and I will change the background color and everything. So here for background color, I have noted down all the hex codes for the color. For background color, you have to use this hex code. I will provide all this hex code in the description, so don't worry about that. We will go to canvas background, and in color I will select that color and paste it over here, and transparency I will make it 0. So background color has been added over here. Now we have to add a shape. So we will go to insert, we will go to the shapes, and we'll add this shape over here. So I have to rotate this shape to 90 degree. So here I will go to rotation and I will click it 90. So it has been rotated to 90 degree. Now I will just fix it properly. Okay. For the size of the page, I think I should increase the size. We will go with increasing the width, and I will make the width around 1350. This is looking fine now. Let's change the color of the shape. So the color of the shape is also in the notepad. I will just copy it, and in style I will just paste it over here. Now we have to add the KPI. So in order to make the KPI, we will use a card, this new card visual. And to add all those KPI, first of all, what we will have to do is we will have to create a respective measure for those KPI. So for everything, we will make a measure. So in order to organize measure in a single table, what I will do is I will create a new table. I will click on this enter data to create a new table, and I will name this table as measure underscore and load it. So after loading, I will add all my measures over here in this measure table. First measure which I want to add is profit measure. I will call it as total profit equals sum of profit. Similarly, I will add other measures as well. Total cost equals sum of cost. Now we have to add net sales and gross sales. So this will be total net sales equals sum of net sales. Let me increase the size of this text. So we have total net sales. Now we will create a measure for total gross sales. Total gross sales equals sum of gross sales. It has been created. So all our four measures is created now. I will just drag and drop it over here. In data, first will be gross sales, next will be net sales, next will be total cost, and lastly we have the total profit. Now we will have to do some formatting for this visual as well. So here we will go to this formatting tab, and in layout, as you can see, it is only displaying the 3 cards. I wanted to display 4 cards, so I will just increase the number by 1, and here I will go to call out values. I will decrease the number to, let's say, 32, and for label I will decrease the number to 11. Next I will go to card setting, and here we have the background option, we have the border, and we also have shadow. So I will on the shadow option over here, and I will give it a shadow of some darker color. I would also like it to be rounded. So in order to make it round, what you have to do is you have to go to the, let me close all the tabs first. You have to go to the cards, and in cards you have this option for shape. Here you have a rectangle. You just have to make it rounded rectangle. So it gives the rounded rectangle one. And you can customize it accordingly. So it is ready now. Now I just only have to add an accent bar. I will change this color to this color, and width I will increase it and make it around 7. So accent bar has also been added now. I will go to general effects, and I will add a border of some very light color, and I will also add a shadow which will be of this color. Let's make it a bit darker. I also want to make the corners to be rounded, so I will choose 10 over here. Let's decrease the size of the text for now. We'll go to call out values, and I will make it 28, let's say. Okay, so this is looking fine now. Now we will have to add other visuals as well. So the first visual which we will be adding would be net sales by month. So we already have the measure for that. Now I will just make this new visual. I will make it small, adjust the size properly. And we already have the measure for net sales, so I will drag and drop it on y-axis, and on x-axis I would like to have month and quarter. So in date, if we will expand this date hierarchy, once you expand this date hierarchy, you have 4 options: year, quarter, month, and day. So what I will do, I will drag quarter and month from here. So first I will drag month, after that I will drag quarter. So you can see it is automatically dividing it on the basis of the quarter, and in every quarter on the basis of the 3 months. Let's do some formatting. On x-axis I don't want the title. On y-axis I don't want the title, and I also don't want the value. I will have the value as data label, and I will rename this visual to net sales by month. And the formatting, I will just copy this formatting from here and paste it over here. So you can see the formatting has also been copied. Now I will make a similar visual. I will just duplicate it, and here I will be using a line chart. Let's go with the area chart for now. And again, here what I want is monthly trend for profit. So here I will just remove the total net sales measure and I will replace it with profit measure. I will drag this over here and I will remove the total net sales, and I also don't want this quarter, so I will remove this quarter as well. So this has been added now. I also don't want here the data labels. Instead I will have markers, and I will decrease the size of the circles to 4. So it is looking good now. Now we have both the visuals ready over here. Now what we have to do is we have to add a map. So in order to add a map, you have to do some setting changes. So here you can see there are two maps. This is the field map and this one is the shape map. By default, field map is there in Power BI. But in order to add the shape map, you have to do some settings. So for that, you have to go to File, you have to go to Options and Settings. You have to go to this Options, and then the setting pane will open. And under Global, you have to do you have to select the preview features and you have to on this shape map visual. So once you have on this, you will have to restart your Power BI desktop application. So I already having this shape map. I will just click over here and I will have this map now. And in this map, what we have to do is we have to add locations. So we are having a field for country. I will drag and drop it over here. So we can see that we are having this over here, and in color saturation I want to add net sales. I will add net sales in color saturation. We can see nothing has changed over here. Let's go to settings, and first of all let me expand this. Let's go to this map settings, and you can see the map type has been selected to USA states. I will just select it to UK countries. But it is not making any changes. So what I will do is I will add a custom map. So in order to do that, I have a JSON file of the custom world map, and I will also provide the link for that in the description. So you have to just browse that and you have to select that file and click on open. So you can see it is only showing that part. Now you can select the projection to Mercator or orthographic. So we also have equirectangular, but we will go with Mercator. And in zoom you have to on this auto zoom, but here as you can see it is showing some wrong data for France, because France can't be over here. So what I will do is I will right click over here and I will click on exclude, so it will only show us this main part. Let's move back to the report, and here we can see that there is lots of unwanted countries which are being displayed over here. So we'll go into fill colors, and in fill colors we have the option of blank areas. Blank areas, what I will do is I will make the color to white, and you can also see these borders. I also don't want that. So for the borders color also you can make it white. So it will just show our countries where we want to show the sales. Now let's change the title. Total net sales by country. So it is perfect now. Now let me copy the formatting from this visual to this visual. Okay, so the formatting has been copied. Now let's move on to the next visual. So the next visual which we want to make is the net sales by buyer type. What I will do is I will just copy this visual in order to get the formatting, and I will change it to this visual over here to stacked bar chart. And on x-axis what I will do is I will drag the net sales. So I'm already having the net sales over here. So on y-axis what I will do, I will just drag the buyer type. So you can see net sales by month, but you will have to change the title. It would be net sales by buyer type. Similarly, next what I want to add is return on sales. So in order to calculate the return on sales, we will have to create another measure. The way it is calculated is we have to divide profit by net sales. So let me add a new measure. I will name it as return on sales, and I will just have total profit in the numerator, and in denominator I will divide it with net sales. Now we will get the return on sales, and this measure I will convert it to percentage over here. So I will just simply copy this visual and paste it over here, and instead of total net sales I will replace the measure to return on sales. You can see now it has been added, and we can see this percentage. Everything here has been converted to percentage over here. Now let's add the last visual for the sheet, and which is return on sales by discount band. I will just copy paste this one, and I will change the visual type, and instead of buyer type I just will have discount band. So here we have added the discount band. Let me do some adjustment for the visuals. Now we also have to add the filters over here. Let's add the filter as well as the title for the report. I will go to this filter. I have to add month over here. So in order to add the month, what I will do is I will add that month from this calendar table. We have the month name over here. I will just drag and drop it, and we can see the month name. I will do some formatting. Under selection I want select all, and I don't want this multiple select with control. I will adjust it accordingly, and I will make this to drop down. So the style would be drop down. Coming to the color, I will off the background color for this visual, and the values which are being displayed I want everything to display in white. The title should also be in white, so this will also be in white now, and the background color would be the one with this color, because here what will happen now, if I'm clicking on drop down, you can see this part I'm not able to see properly. So what I will have to do, I will have to change the background color for this as well. So here that option is there. I will click on this and I will select this. So here you can see The text is in white and the background is the same as this one. Similarly, I will just copy paste this slicer and I will add other slicers in that. Next, I would like to have a slicer for the product. Next, I would like to have a slicer for buyer type. Next, the slicer would be for country. And lastly, the slicer would be for discount band. I will just adjust it properly now and align it. I will select all these visuals. I will go to format and I will click on align and distribute vertically. Again, align and align left. It's not looking good. Let me take it a bit down. And here, what I will do is now I will align it to right. I will select every visual now. Again, I will do the same thing. Go to format, click on align, distribute vertically, go to format, click on align and align right. So all our measures have been aligned properly. Now we have to add text over here and an image. So in order to insert the image, you have to go to insert and click on this option image. Here we already have this image over here, which I will also provide in the description. Open it and add it over here. I will make it a bit smaller. Now I will add a text box. And I will name it Mediterranean Camera Company. I will remove the background color. So two text boxes have been added. I will remove the second one. And here for text I want it to be white color. And size I will go with 14 and I will make it bold. Let's adjust it properly over here. I will center align it properly now. And I also want it to be underlined. So it is looking quite decent now. So our main page is ready. Now I will just copy this page and make another page. I will duplicate it. I will rename this page to overview and this will be our detail page. So detail view. I will remove all the other visuals which I don't want over here. So here we are only going to have three visuals: the decomposition tree, the monthly trend by YTD of net sales, and here we are having the profit by product. So let me add the simple ones first. So this will be profit by product. I will just add the profit measure over here, and on x-axis I want product. I will rename this visual to profit by product, and here I will add the decomposition tree. I will change this visual to decomposition tree, which is over here, and here I want to analyze total sales which was done. So I will add a measure for that as well, which will be units sold measure. I will name this measure as total units sold equals to unit sum of units sold. Let's drag this measure over here. Now we are going to explain it by weekdays. So first of all, what we will have to check is this is our main table and this is our calendar table, but there is no relationship between these two tables. So I will have to create a relationship between them. So we'll go to this modeling tab and we'll go to manage relationship, new relationship. First table would be calendar, second table would be the Mediterranean camera company, and we will select date from both the tables, date from the second table as well. And it is making a one-to-many relationship because date is appearing only once in calendar and more than once in our main table. I will click on save now, and now I can easily use the calendar table over here. So I will just drag and drop this weekday and weekend column over here. And after that, I also want to have the days. So the day's name would be this day name. And after that, I would like to have the product. So what were the product sold in that particular day? So I will go here and will add it. Now, if I'm clicking here, if I'm clicking on the plus sign and I'm clicking on high value, you can see weekday and weekend. If I'm again clicking on this weekend and again I'm going to high value, you can see I'm getting this cameras, all the products sold. But I want the sequence to be weekday and the number of days, like under weekday it should be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. I will just move it up, and here we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and for every day we are having the camera sales as well. I will rename these headings now. For that we can easily rename from here only. This would be only day, and I also have to add a title. So the title will be something like this. It will be total units sold by product. So title has also been added. So this visual is ready now. Now we have to make this visual. Now we'll create a new measure for net sales YTD. I will create a new measure for that. I will click on these three dots, click on new measure, and I will name it as net sales YTD equals. So the measure goes like this. Calculate sum of net sales dates YTD, and I want date from calendar table. I will close this, click on enter. Our measure is ready now. I will just drag it over here. So for this, I will be using line chart, and on x-axis, I will like to have month. So again, I will go to this date, and under date hierarchy, I am having this month. I will just drag it over here, and in y-axis, I will add the measure which I have created just now, net sales YTD. I also want to have the different product distribution over here, division for that. So I will add that in legend. So in legend, I will add this over here. So you can see it is showing us all the product sales, but here it is getting very cluttered. So I will just switch off the data label and I will on the markers, and for markers also I will decrease the size of those markers. Let's go with 3 only for now. So I will just increase the size of this visual. Will decrease the size of this visual as well, and I will decrease the size of this visual. So here you can see it is cutting this part, but I don't want that. So what I will do is I will go to the settings for this. I will go under bar and size. I will make it less. Let's go with 70. So it has also been adjusted now. So all the visuals are ready. Now I want to change the color of the themes for this visual. In order to do that, again what I will do is I will just copy paste those color hex codes from the notepad which I am having. For visual, I will go here and in visuals, I will go to the columns and I will select this FX, and for higher, I will paste this color, click on OK, and for lower, again I will go here and I will paste this color, click on OK. I'll switch off this legend over here. Similarly, I will do this for this visual as well. I will go in FX and format style I will select as gradient, and here I will select return on sales. For lower, I will paste the color which I am already having. Click on OK. I will again copy this color. Again, I will go in FX and I will add it in maximum. Click on OK. Here also I will switch off the legend. And here I will have some different color. I will go under parse, select FX, and under gradient, under highest value, I will have this color. Again, I will copy another color, and again I will go with FX, select the minimum value color and paste it. Click on OK, and I will just of the legends. I will just format this, copy the formatting, and I will paste it over here. And again, I will do this FX. Here, what is happening is you can see the value with the bar with the highest value, but it is having light color. So let's check what is happening over here. So here the measure as we selected to total net sales, we'll just click it over here and select it to return on sales. Click on OK. So it has been fixed now. Similarly here also in lines, I will change the color. Let's make it dark yellow. So this will be some dark yellow color. Similarly, I will change some colors over here. Here also I will go to the columns, go in FX. In highest value, I will add the color. Click on OK. Copy this light color. Again, we'll go with FX. Copy it over here and paste. Click on OK and switch off the legend. We go here in maps and go under fill colors, and for maximum color I will select this color. So the color has been added, so theme is corrected now. Now we are having all the proper theme which we want. Now our entire dashboard is ready. So we have added this overview page and the detailed page. So that's it for this video. I will be coming up with another part of this video wherein I will do some advanced analysis and we will be creating some advanced measures in order to do some analysis. So stay tuned for that video, and if you really like this video, do subscribe to my channel and like this video as well. And also leave some comment in the comment section about your views about this dashboard and if you have some queries for that. Thank you very much for watching the video.